Hey, how's it going, everybody? You like my new planting table? It's not my new planting table. I'm out visiting a buddy. I'm here at Mr. William Coleman's garden and allotment, and we are fixing to plant us some microgreens. So,
well, you're going to be out here, what, 5 days? Or, yeah, 5 days, 5 more days.
yeah,
So these should be really good on the way by the time,
we'll be
you leave.
We'll be snacking a few.
I think so, yeah.
All right, if you want to see how we're planting microgreens, stick with us. All right, so we're basically looking for just about an inch of planting medium in the bottom. I think a little bit more than that. And just try and get it as flat as possible.
So you're not filling the tray completely then?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
No. A lot of times, most people that grow microgreens grow them in 1-inch trays.
Okay.
And these are 2. So we'll put an inch in the bottom and we'll tamp it down. I know a lot of people use just a piece of plywood, or, you know, we're doing this sort of poor man style. We'll just use our hand, try and get this as level as possible. Now with the larger varieties of microgreens, like the peas and the sunflowers, they do need to be soaked ahead of time. So I did take the liberty of soaking those prior to boarding the plane. And when they searched my bags, it was pretty funny. They're looking at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm growing microgreens with a friend." All right, so we've got that about.
Okay, so this is like a hold inside a.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've decided to go with sort of a 2-tray system. This one has the holes in the bottom so that there's going to be some drainage, and then Willie's going to be able to bottom water this so that there's not water all over the place.
What's this Willie business? You're here for 5 days.
Yeah.
You know.
So I think what we'll do is this compost is fairly moist, but I think I'd like to give this a little bit of a water, and then we'll spread out some seeds. All right, so we're going to get a little water on this tray.
That is a little water.
It is a little bit of water. Yeah. I want the main medium nice and moist. It'll allow us just to mist the top of them and not have to do a whole lot of watering. I think that should be good. That was pretty moist to begin with. So,
Okay, what we're going to go with first? What do you fancy first here?
I don't know, bud. You guys like peas?
Peas?
Like I say, I
Absolutely love pea shoots, man. So where'd you get the peas from then?
I bought all these from Mum's sprouting seeds.
Okay.
They're out of Canada and they offer free shipping. So
Okay.
it's pretty affordable. They're a very, very reputable company. Most of the people that grow microgreens as a business purchase from them.
Okay.
Which means they've got pretty consistent germination, which as gardeners and growers, we all know that that's pretty important. All right. So.
Well, I thought we was going to place them one at a time,
yes,
like with a pair of tweezers. You know what I mean?
Betcha.
Like
that's how all the pros do it.
And I've got a little micrometer, evenly space them, and like
All right, so the goal here is just to spread them out as evenly as possible across the tray. I have used, from my research anyway, I've found that a lot of the guys that do this for a living are using 4.5 ounces per 10-20 tray. So I'm just a copycat really at heart. So you don't have to be too pretty about this. It's not an exact science by any stretch of the imagination. Just try not to have too many big gaps.
4.5 ounces does kind of make it a little bit exact, don't it? I mean,
yeah.
It couldn't be 4 ounces or 5 ounces. 4.5 does make it a little bit,
4.23, but
exactly, yeah.
Statistics 25% of the time are for losers. So all right. Okay.
I kind of like them.
What did I just say? All right, so okay.
Say no more. Okay, so we'll work on the next one.
All right. So we've got our next 2 trays here, all soiled up and watered up. So we've got some sunflower seeds. So we will spread those out. Okay. I mean, you can strain these if you want. I mean, I figured we're watering the soil anyway, so what's the big deal?
No, we're going to put these on the lights, right? Now,
not originally. Not
no, to start, yes, you get them sprouted. But when they do go under the lights, like usually they kind of say just keep the lights a couple of inches higher. Would it benefit by raising the light a little bit to make them stretch, or is that a kind of false economy?
I've been watching many microgreens growers lately, and I have seen people with the lights 18 inches above. I've seen people with, you know, the lights close, and a fella in Australia was saying that by keeping the lights a little bit higher, you do get your microgreen a bit leggier, which obviously is going to add to the overall weight. So it really depends on what you're going for, right? I mean, if you're looking to sell this, you're looking for the most weight possible per tray, right? If this stuff's selling at $1 an ounce, you would like to get a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds out of a tray.
So then slightly higher is kind of going to be okay?
Just fine.
Yeah, fine.
Just fine. Yeah, your setup will do lovely with this. Okay.
And the third and final one we're going to do are the radishes.
Do some radishes. Now, radishes are an extremely fast germinating seed. They do not need to be soaked. So basically, we're just going to sprinkle these all over the tray and try and do it as evenly as possible. Maybe I'll put these in a cup. All right, we'll try this. Go down the sides and I'll fill in the middle.
Yeah, radishes growing all over the seeding table here.
Bye. It's going to be awesome.
Now, radishes are kind of cool weather crop anyway, right?
For sure.
So I'm thinking, you know, like, I'm just thinking of what space we got on the light. So I was thinking that I could put these in a heated propagator in the garage.
Yeah, and you know, to be perfect,
they might be all right, you know.
To be perfectly honest, I mean, even a window, fluorescent light is fine. It doesn't need to be. Microgreens are crazy because they're really growing just from the energy that's in the seed, itself. So yes, they need light to photosynthesize and get the chlorophyll going in the first couple of sprouts, but that's not what they're. You know what I mean? Like they don't need anything special, which is one of the nice things about it. So there we go. That is an exact science, folks. But we got our radishes, we got our sunflowers. I'm gonna hit these with a bit of water, and then we'll stack them up.
The sunflower seeds they've actually been soaking 48 hours now, haven't they?
A good day.
A good day
for sure. So
I still can't believe you brought them on the plane with you. Like, you know, like
yeah, they look pretty weird. All right, so all we're gonna do now, man, is we're just gonna deprive them of light and get them in a warm environment so that they germinate. What they'll end up doing is they'll end up pushing these trays up as they start growing. And after about 3 days, we're gonna take the cover off these things and put them in the light. So we need one more tray to put in here, and we need something with some weight. Okay, so the final step for what we're gonna do here is we're gonna deprive these of light, and we're also gonna put pressure on them. I'm just trying to emulate nature, right? When seeds get planted, there's the weight of the soil, the moisture from the rain packs them down, and I think, well, especially with microgreens, I mean, they need that bit of pressure. So we're just going to use a tray, putting a daisy tray in there to protect the brand new tray, and then we're going to throw a couple of bricks in there. There we go. That should be good. So we'll pop those on a shelf. We'll come back and give you guys a bit of an update on these things in 3 days and see how they're doing. The only other thing I wanted to bring up is that I'm here for about 4 or 5 days, 5 days with Willie. So we're going to do a live this Saturday
on your channel.
If you're sure,
on your channel, yeah.
If you're interested in joining that, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about gardening wise. We're going to do that at noon Pacific time. Yeah. So, you know, for folks in the UK, that's probably going to be around 8 or 9 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night it'll be, yeah, in the
for
UK.
Everybody in North America, it's between noon and 2 o'clock. If you're interested, there's just a pre-warning, because we've never given anybody warning before. Why didn't you tell me that we were doing So, okay. There's some microgreens. We got a live coming up. If you have followed along, thank you kindly. And we'll see you on Saturday. Bye.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, so these were not pre-soaked, so these are, you'll edit this later.
Yeah.
Unlikely things to hear on a gardening programme.
As you can see, these blackberries aren't doing very well, and that is because the technology is shit and not compatible with anything.